Hi guys, this is just a short video to show you the graphics of Keynote in comparison to those of PowerPoint. What I've done here is I've imported a presentation that I previously made in PowerPoint into Keynote. You'd think that this would be really difficult and you get all sorts of problems seeing as how they run on different operating systems, but actually that's not true at all. It imports surprisingly well. I've made a couple of changes, a couple of the animations are in the wrong order, but on the whole it just worked fine, which surprising but very handy nonetheless. What I've done here is I've applied to all of my slides one of the themes that you get within Keynote. There's quite a few different ones. I personally think these are a little bit more aesthetically pleasing than the ones you get in PowerPoint, but that's arguably a matter of opinion. You get issues as well of when you change theme, same as in PowerPoint, it can cause problems of things not looking quite right. Just wanted to show you a couple of the ones here. So these all mess up the style of things, particularly if I pick something like something that's got some preset text boxes such as Blackboard. Oh wait, no, actually no, it looks okay for the title slide. But as I say, if I did it on one which has got more text in the middle, it'll mess it up a bit because something like Blackboard has its own bullet points put in which don't match up with the ones that I've made in my previous box. But I'd say generally they look pretty good. So a bit more variety, I'd say. You can see it changes the font of the text and such as well. Changes everything, really. One of the things I do really like about Keynote is the fancy transitions you can do from one slide to the next. So, for example, if I play the presentation, see you can change slide like this, rather than just, well, the way it does it when you go backwards. The way to do this is fairly simplistic. If you want a slide, go to Inspector, and then click on this one, Transition Inspector. And here you see I've set the slide effect to doorway. There's a variety to choose from. As I say, I had to change the orientation of some of the animations. To do that, you want to go to this one here. I find that the way you do it in Keynote is a little bit tricky. This is one of the areas where I'd say PowerPoint has an edge. With its animation pane, it's quite simple to follow. Pretty easy to make sure that you get your animations right. Here you've got to define the order of the animation, and Keynote keeps changing it back to an automatic value when you change something else. I find you have to do it like 3 or 4 times till you get it right. Maybe there's some trick to get it to work better or to turn that feature off that I don't know about. But equally, even if there is, with PowerPoint you don't need to do that. It's pretty obvious how you do it. As I say, they've both got their own pros and cons. Okay, so I'll just show you the whole presentation. As I say, I've really done very little here. I've changed the background theme from the light blue one that Keynote automatically assigned, though that was different to PowerPoint. It just picked the one that's closest, and I've corrected some minor issues with the animation. That really is it. So this is really just to show you some of the basics of the way it appears. Some people think PowerPoint looks a bit clip-arty, some might say, for lack of a proper term. I think that's debatable. Some may say that Keynote does look a little bit more professional. I could see how they'd think that for some things. Personally, I think it's a matter of opinion. If you've got a Mac, Keynote will do everything you need. But equally, if you've got a Windows PC, I think you can go very far with PowerPoint. And equally, there's programs like Prezi that do things that neither of them can do. If you want something that's not linear, I mean, that's really where the real strength of Prezi comes in my opinion. As you can see, same presentation, not change the layout, just to get you a bit of a view of the different graphics. Okay.